welcome back again. That might have been a little intermission. My dog was about to knock over the camera stand, so I just wanted to stop that from happening. Midterm exam is the next thing I want to talk about. The midterm exam is going to be on, let me put this in a different color. I like my colors. So the midterm exam is going to be on 9/18, September 18th. That's a Monday, and it's going to be from 3 to 4:53 is the technical time, basically 3 to 5. If you are near campus or on campus as well, or even close enough to drive to campus, you can take it in room 150 in building 27, that is the math building, in Bradenton, on the Bradenton campus. We have a proctor there to give the exam, so if you want to just show up and take it, show up and take it. If you're not available to come to campus, you can always register with the testing center to take it at a later time, or even maybe slightly sooner, but be within reason. I usually say within 24 hours of this. So if the final exam, or sorry, if the midterm exam is on the 18th, don't ask me to take it on September 27th. That's way too late. Completely out of the picture. That is unreasonable. But if you say, hey, I have to work on Monday, can I take it Tuesday? Absolutely. On September 19th at noon, I have a registration with the testing center. That's when I'll take. I'll say that's fine. Absolutely, go for it. The testing center for SCF students is free of charge. You can just go on their website, register for a slot, whatever's available, and take it. I'll send them the test. They'll have it ready to go. If you're out of state or away, way out of state, out of country, I've had students that were out of country, then just be aware, adjust for your time zone, but also find a testing center now. Don't wait until the day before the test is to go, oh no, I have to find a testing center tomorrow to take the test tomorrow. It's too late. You have already lost the privilege to take the test. I need a good, usually at least 48 hours notice to get a response from you that says I want to take it here. I need to actually verify that that's a proper testing center and then send them the test and make sure that they get the test, so they need to respond to me and say they have it. So there's a whole process that goes on. Like I said, you can't just take these at home because they need to be proctored. So that's the one thing about the online component that isn't online. You have to physically go somewhere to take the exam. Same thing with the final exam that I just said, except instead of 9/18, it is on October 9th, which is also a Monday, also 3 to 4:53, also room 150, also building 27. So same thing applies to the final exam for all these times and stuff, Monday through 3 to 5-ish, room 150, building 27. We have a place for you to take the final. Again, if you can't, register in the testing center and or find a local testing center to take it there, but give me enough advance notice. Like I said, bare minimum 48 hours. And that's if you want to be mean to me. If you want to be nice, give me like a week's notice. Key things about the final exam is it covers everything. The midterm exam covers everything up to 4.8. So you'll notice in the Canvas course where the sections break off, you only have to be responsible for up to chapters 1, 2, 3, and 4 for the midterm. For the final exam, everything's fair game. Realistically, though, it focuses on the later stuff because that also requires you to know the sooner stuff. So we mostly test you on later topics, but again, they include the previous topics, just the way math is designed. It's built on the previous stuff. This is key. Everyone needs to know this. You have to score a 70 or higher on the final in order to pass the course. So that's a big star. If you go into the final exam with a 100% average, you got 100 MyMathLab grade, you got 100 on the midterm, you're going to complete all the rest of the MyMathLabs and get 100. You've been, perfect throughout, but then you take the final exam and you don't get a 70, you get a 69. You don't pass the course. That's just how it works. Even though you have perfect 100 everywhere else and a 69 here, that may give you a 90 point something average, but I can't give you a passing grade. Department policy says you have to retain 70% of the information in order to move on to the next course. So to be successful in the next course, you have to retain 70% of the information. We're not doing that to be mean. We're not doing that to take your money a second time by making you retake it. We're doing that because if you do take the next course, it's going to be an even bigger struggle for you, and you're not going to be successful. And the last thing we want to do to a college student, especially someone who's starting off in an early math course, is make them hate math more. There's no reason to hate math. You use math all the time. I use it on my wrist to tell what time it is. I use it when I check my paycheck. I want to make sure I'm getting the right amount. You don't just walk into a store and hand someone a $100 bill and ignore your change. You check your change, you count it, you go, yeah, I got the right amount back, because that makes sense. That's the beauty of math. It's always working in the background, in the back of your head. You don't have to always take out a piece of paper and write x equals this, right? So we want you to have that good foundation to start with, and then when you move on to the next course, which will be 0028, once you get into that course, you'll get an even better foundation, and then you'll move on to MAT 1033, and then stats or college algebra, whatever you need for your prospective major. Then we just want to make sure you're set up for success. So keep that in mind. 70 or higher on the final. I've had plenty of students that did very well in the course, and then they just kind of brush the final off. They don't study for it, and I have to tell them, I have to break the news to them and say, listen, there's nothing I can do, man. The department chair is going to fire me if I pass you, and you only have, a 65. So nothing I can do about that. Keep that in mind. Here's a fun word. This is a big buzzword nowadays, netiquette. Since this is an online course, it really applies to us. You have to email me through your official SCF email, and when you do, don't say, hey bro, can't solve this problem, LOL. I have no idea what that means. I'm going to respond to you and say, I don't understand your question. Please try again. I know when you text friends, and if we were friends and we text, I would totally understand LOL and bro and this and that and the other thing, but seriously, this is a professional college environment. You need to talk to me as if you were talking to me face to face. If you were sitting in class and I was teaching you and you said, bro, do that problem again, I ain't understand that, I'm going to look at you like, what did you just say? Don't do that online. Your online personality should match your in-person personality. So make sure you're using full sentences, English. If you do have the ability to take a picture and upload it and send it to me and say, hey, can you tell me where I went wrong with this problem? I can pinpoint it and say this step, or I can even give you a hint, or maybe even worst case scenario, work out the problem for you and show you an example, show you the picture or show you a video. And as the course goes on, you may actually see me make some more videos on certain problems for the midterm study guide and the final exam study guide. So basically that's kind of all I want to cover. Keep note of these two important things. You have to take that syllabus quiz during the first week. That syllabus quiz is basically an attendance check. You watch this video, you take the quiz. It's not for points, it's quick 4 questions, you just take it. Honestly, I don't care if you get them all right or all wrong, it's totally up to you. You can retake it as many times as you want, but it's just to verify that you watched this video and at least understood it somewhat. So I'd like to see you take it, and if you do take it and you have questions, email me, I'll answer them for you. The MyMathLab course code for this course is all lowercase Schaller 25447, no spaces. So the next video I'll talk about how to access MyMathLab and how to work through all those problems and access the videos, and also I'll talk a little bit about Canvas, how to find your grades and things like that. So again, welcome. I hope you enjoy the course. I love teaching these courses. I've taught these courses for a while. I grew up at SCF, then transferred to get my bachelor's in UF, and now I'm currently getting my master's degree in math at University of West Florida in Pensacola. So I myself am a student, so I understand how that works. So bear with me through the semester, and we'll get you all set up and be successful. In the spring, I may be teaching 0028, so keep that in the back of your head. If you take this course this semester and you enjoy it, same thing I'll do for you for the next semester in 28. But again, we'll see as time goes on. So questions, email me. That's the most important thing. Other than that, read the syllabus, and hope you have a great first week.